Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome back to my channel. Things not to do when you're manifesting your specific person. I'll even take it a little bit further. Things not to do when you're in a relationship with your specific person. Manifestation wise, and this just basic wise. I feel like a lot of times we're not taught these things and you have to learn the hard way. Okay. So we're gonna start right in. Stop talking to your friends about your relationship. Stop it. And it's even a bigger red flag when you talk about your friends, about your relationship, about the bad parts of your relationship, and they don't know the law. They don't know the law of attraction. They don't know the law of assumption. They don't understand that things can shift. No. Don't do it. It's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Don't do it. As a rule of thumb, do not try to get opinions, advice from anyone that does not have the life you're trying to have, period. That goes for any subject. You would not go to the gym and get a personal trainer that is 300 pounds, not to offend anyone, but that leaves a lot of questions open, right? Do not try to get advice about money from someone that is broke, from someone that has not made it. It doesn't make sense. Don't do it. Do not get advice, do not get relationship advice from a person that has been divorced 5 times. It doesn't make sense. We have been so used to getting advice from everyone and everything. I mean, I'm Dominican. You already know that my family gives me advice about everything and anything, because their belief is that they're going to advise you on everything that goes wrong because they don't want the same thing to happen to you, right? That's what most Dominicans or Spanish families do. They tell you everything that went wrong with their relationship, and then they'll point out the same things that might be going wrong in your relationship. Why? Because they don't want the same thing to happen to you. But by understanding how the law works, you understand that by filling your mind with all of the negative things that happen to them, and then they pointing it to your relationship, you're going to overthink that, and then you're going to manifest it. Don't do it. And on top of that, when you speak to friends or family or whoever it is about all the negative things about your relationship, they hold on to it. They hold on to it. And then if they start to think about it and then speak to other people about your relationship, that's also helping to manifest negativity in your relationship. And then when you get back with that person and things are starting to go well, your friend will come in and say, "Oh no, remember what he did? Look at all the stuff he did, girl. What makes you think he's gonna do these things for you now? No. We're not here to take shit from nobody." Don't do it. Don't do it. Your friend is not a bad person. Your family member is not a bad person. They're legitimately think that they're trying to help you, because that's how most of the time it goes. But you know better. You know the law. And you know that they're only echoing your fears. They're only echoing your limiting beliefs. And you're already sometimes feeling a little bit pressured, trying to even get to a space where you feel confident enough that you can manifest this person. You're already in such a delicate state. You're in this battle with yourself, in this beliefs battle with yourself about can you manifest them or not. You're already in this delicate balance for you to then have people in the back of your ear telling you why this person is bad for you, why this is and that. And that is not to say that sometimes they can, you know, let me make a disclaimer because I just thought of this. Your specific person is a mirror of your limiting beliefs about yourself and about them and about relationships, whatever. And we know that when we change our story and our beliefs about them, they change. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're in a abusive relationship, that you're gonna stay sitting and I just know I need to fix me while he's hurting you or whatever the case may be. Don't do that either. They can change. Things shift. But you have to put yourself first. You are the creator of your reality. What does that mean? That means you're the most important person in your whole universe. You are the most important person. So, yes, you can shift things. Yes, you have to, work on your self-love, whatever. But if something is happening in your 3D reality where you need to take a step back for your safety, do it. Okay, that was a little close because that just came to mind and I felt like I had to say it. Moving along. Don't speak to you. Don't do it. And also don't speak to your friends about you manifesting your person if they don't understand the law. Don't do it either. Because then they're just, oh girl, that doesn't work. No, don't do it. If you want, try to find a manifesting buddy. If you need to find someone to speak to about things that are happening in your relationship, get a manifesting buddy or get a coach. Because when I had my coach and I had questions about my relationship and I had questions about what was healthy in my relationship or not, I spoke to my coach. That is one of the things that a coach is there for, to coach you through the process. It is safer that way for your mental state. Your mind is so powerful. Understand how important it is to keep it safe, to keep it healthy, okay? Having all these people in the back of your head, it's kind of like, putting the law on the side. It's kind of like you see all these relationships and you get in the middle. You're the friend, right? And you get in the middle of the relationship because shit is going down and you're like, girl, you need to leave that man alone. He's going to hurt you. Yeah. And you get in the middle and then they get back together. And then who ends up looking like a fool? You. So it goes both ways. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't take advice from anybody that does not have the life that you want and does not understand the law. If you want regular basic relationship advice from a friend or a family member, you can go to a person that has been in a relationship for years. Usually, they can give you somewhat of good advice because they know how to sustain a relationship. They know how to sustain it. You go to a couple that's been married for 30, 40 years and you ask them something, they might be able to give you a good information. And that goes again for everything in your life. But when it comes to manifesting and you're in the process of changing the story about your person and about your relationship, be very careful who you speak to about that relationship, because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Don't do it. I've seen it happen many times. When I was manifesting my specific person the first time, I was so scared to speak to anyone about it. I actually kept it a secret that we had broken off. I kept it a secret because I was scared that people would tell me to move on. And I didn't want to move on. That was, the best person I had ever had in my life at that moment. He felt like a ray of sunshine in my life. And I didn't think that my heart could take people telling me all the reasons why they thought he wasn't a good fit, and all the reasons why they thought manifesting them back wasn't going to work. I didn't want to hear that. So I remember I only spoke about manifesting my person with Agnes, who was my coach at that time, and with my cousin, who was in jail during that time. And I shared it with him because it was a way for me to, in a way, teach him the law. And you guys know, because I have this as one of my manifestations, that he got out by us using the law. So this is for your own well-being. Always strive to do things that feel good. And even though you might think that it feels good to vent, right? Because that's what we're doing, to vent to our friends about all the negative things. Before you do that, try to take a step back, breathe, take a few deep breaths, let it out, and think about if you really want to do that. Also remember that the more that you speak out the negative things about a person, the more that you cement them to this reality. And that is something that you don't want to do. You want to praise the good. Praise the good. Pay attention to the good. And then the bad will slowly dissipate, because we're in an attention-focused universe. And that's how these things work. And I hope that this was valuable to you. I hope that you get something out of this. As a reminder, I do offer coaching. My email information is in the description box below. I do love to work with people that have had trauma, because I come from having to heal a lot of childhood trauma. So it's kind of like my specialty. But I work with anybody, with everybody, and I would love to work with you. Leave me any comments below. Let me know what videos you might want to see. And until next time, bye.